not about God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z. PTP.
That's right, it's PTP. Y'all know how we do. I love it. You know what happens when we get that song on there? Positive thinking people. PTP. This is the podcast of the DMV. Yes. Look, I just love it. I love it. I love how we be doing this. Hey, good evening. Welcome to everybody just joining in with me. I love you. I like when I'm out here making things happen in the DMV because this is the people podcast of the DMV, right? You know how we do. Like I said, we make things happen here on People to People. I got a fantastic guest in the studio today with me, and this rap artist, man, he been putting his work in, and I'm just excited to have him in the studio with me today. And that's what's really so powerful, that he got a new song coming out. Well, actually, I'm gonna let him tell you about it, and he gonna be able to share with you all the information on how you can get it. You know, how we gonna be able to check him out and support him and do what we do here in the DMV. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you the magnificent Skitta Skat. How you doing, baby? What's happening? My man. It's always a pleasure, bro. Man, I'm so pumped up, man, just watching what you've been doing. You've been making some noise lately. You've been making some noise. Every now and then I done seen you traveling around, you doing more shows. You really put that grind in there. And that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. So, you know, having you to come in, this is not your first time on the show. You know, you part of the PTP family.
Back like I never left.
You already know, man. So what's up with this new joint you got? Tell me. What's it? Look, when I say tell me, that's the name of it, right?
Yeah.
What's going on with it?
Basically, a song called Tell Me is basically, the concept of the song is just, you know, taking a step back from relationships and see where you fit at in the relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's actual intimate relationship, whether it's you know, family is always going to be around, but sometimes you got to know your place with certain family members. So, and it's basically just stepping back and asking yourself where you fit at, and then once you figure that out, asking them, you know, tell me where I fit at. Tell me what you'll do for me. I know what I do for you, but tell me what you'll do for me.
You know why? You know, I'm so pumped up about that because you hit me up when I was doing that topic on about the babies and the relationships, mm-hmm. and you said that was powerful because you checked that podcast out that night, mm-hmm. and now listening to you talk about Tell Me, I now know why you said what you said. Mm-hmm. That's powerful. So what gave you the idea to really do that? Is this based on what experience you had, or are you just talking to represent some of the people saying what they want to say?
Everything in one, because I feel as though you gotta tell your own story, because I learned as I got older, your story might be somebody else's story, even though you might not know anybody else in the world, but your story is somebody else's story out in the world somewhere. So that's basically what I did. The beat, it reminded me of an old Ja Rule song with R. Kelly, so once I heard it, I got the R. Kelly song, you know, if it wasn't for the money, cars and shoot, but then I flipped it, and then, you know, I just started thinking, I'm like, the words just started coming to my head, you know, if it wasn't for my grind, my pain, just everything I was going through, so, just put it in song form.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I know I asked this when you was on the program the last time, you've been putting that work in, man. So you started out with your brother though, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
and he went into hiatus.
Yeah, he has a little bit more kids than I do. He has 2 extra babies to the family. You know what I'm saying? So once again, he still gave me his blessing. He had to talk with me, and he basically said, look, I'm not gonna be around. We still gonna do what we do, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be around you every single day. So I don't want to hold you back. So you do what you gotta do. You put your music out. We still gonna do what we gotta do, but do what you gotta do.
Man, I love that. That's brother love, man.
Yeah.
And but I know that he's sitting back and really proud of you, because I'm gonna tell you. So I watched y'all as y'all was moving. And the name of y'all group, the duo is.
It was G Riders.
G Riders.
But then we switched it to G Writers.
Okay, G Riders.
Yeah. Because we was like, okay, we've been writing all our life. We've been grinding, so it's a better fit. We grind the writers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all some powerful 2 brothers to be on the stage together, man. Y'all was doing your thing.
Yeah.
But what really excite me now is watching you get up on the stage, man, and you holding it down.
Right.
You was up in New York not long ago, right? You went out of town. I know it was somewhere you was performing.
Yeah, I went. I believe it was sometime last. It was last year. I can't think of the time, but it was sometime last year. I got invited out to Orchard Beach. That's in
Right.
So,
Okay, because I saw you where you was outside,
Uh-huh.
and it was like a park area.
Yeah, it was. They had a basketball tournament going on.
Yeah,
And that was the halftime performance.
Yes, man, and I was so proud of you, man. I was like, man, look at him. Skitta is doing what he do, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have not let any dirt build up under your feet, man. And I can just tell you this, that all you gotta do is just keep grinding, because your music is good. Your other song,
Until It's Fall.
no,
Sky
Sky High.
Yeah.
Y'all got excuse me. In my mind, I'm getting older. I'm forgetting everything. But believe me, I pays attention. I'm in there watching it. Sky High did good too, though. Sky High was moving.
Yeah. People still love Sky High to this day. They say it gives them that, I feel like I'm on vacation, and I'm watching you on stage while I'm in the crowd at the beach. So that's the type of vibe everybody tell me it gives them. So it's like a feel good vibe.
So I mean, we've been struggling here in this area, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. What is it that we got to do in the DMV, man, so we can really build up the platform? What you see we really got to work on?
I honestly feel like it's kind of separated. I feel like it's 2 sides. I feel like it's one side that's trying to that's claiming the DMV. That's like we DMV. Let's get this thing together. Well, I also see the other side where everybody like, nah, let's keep it separate. You got certain DC artists like, nah, strictly DC. That's all I'm repping. You got some people like, nah, I'm VA. Some people PG. So I feel as though, honestly, I feel like in a few more years, like every artist will actually get the whole big picture in their mind. But right now, I feel like it's 2 sides. So you got some artists like like Wale, who's brought a few artists from DC, from Maryland. He tried to do his thing. But once everybody gets that one big picture in their mind, when they realize DC can come together, Prince George's County can come together, Alexandria, or Hampton, Virginia, or Baltimore. Once everybody get that big picture, like, oh no, we stronger together. This is the South. The South claims everybody. Florida, Atlanta, Tennessee, they claim everybody. The South is everybody. So once they realize we are greater together, then that's when we going through the roof.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I think that we've been having to work on here in the DMV, is just really collaborating with one another, man, and moving in where we saying, hey, what can we do to uplift each other? That's why as soon as I heard your new song, Tell Me, I called you. I was like, come on, I gotta get you back on the podcast, because I wanted you to come out and talk about it.
Right.
And I just wanted to we're gonna get together about your video.
Mm-hmm.
We making some moves here in the DMV, where we're gonna start really promoting a lot of people out here doing some things, and the collaboration is really starting to come together.
Right.
As you probably already saw, man, networking with Tip TV on Roku. That's gonna be powerful for so all your individuals out there that need to know. Let me tell you something. You want to check out Tip TV Roku, right? Now let me tell you, it's a movement getting ready to go right now that y'all ain't ready for. And when I say y'all ain't ready for it, because it's gonna be like a wave coming in. And what we're doing is we're coming in with the intent to build a platform where artists like Skitta, Skat, and other artists out there that's moving to try to get themselves exposed. And people, we talking plays, we talking about commercials, we talking about anything that you got short little skits. You're gonna be able to go through Tip TV and get that exposure. So what y'all need to do is just stand by, because it's coming. And I'm excited because actually you can actually start watching the people with Rodney Grimes on there already. So shout out to Tip TV, man. We love you. We appreciate what you're doing for us, and we just ready to get on this train and keep moving forward. But get back on. I got the rap artist Skitta Skat in the house, and what I'm trying to tell you, man, I get excited because I watched you kind of like going through when you was in the studio. I remember one time I was in the studio when y'all was in there, and I was sitting back and I was like, man, things wasn't moving for us like that, because I was, managing some groups and whatever. And even I stepped in there one time, thought I'd be able to manage y'all. But it's just that the wave in this area wasn't right.
Right. Okay.
And it's not about us not being right. It was just
it's just everybody's on a different frequency.
Yeah.
Right.
And we need to get that frequency going in the DMV.
Right.
So like, have you did any collaborations?
I have a young lady by the name of Shawnee Janae. She just recently got me on her song called Ghost. We did a video for that. I'm also in a collaborative project with a couple people from Adventures Music. So we just recently did a studio session, and an artist by the name of Samante, he had the idea, the same idea we sitting here talking about now, DMV artists, let's come together, let's make something happen. So he got a few DMV artists, he got a few go-go players, so a few singers, so we just trying to do something special with that. So we was just in the studio, I want to say about 2 weeks ago. So we still trying to get the finished touches on that. So we'll be there soon.
So actually, since you talked about that, I would like for you to try to make that happen where we can get them in here so we can talk about it on people to people. So we can let people know what we're trying to do. This is I was talking to one of the producers of that's working behind the scenes with everything, and I was telling them that we got a train. It's a train, and a train has the engine and it has the caboose, right? And a lot of people don't realize that when you have the train and the caboose, that's your power. Right. The caboose can pull you backwards, and the engine pull you forward. But what happens when you start to get into the areas where you start to putting the train together is when you start putting the other pieces in the middle. And the train can become as long as you want it. You've seen some small trains, and then you see a train that you be like, when it's going across the tracks, you be like, oh,
how long it's going to take, man?
So that's what we building here now in the DMV. We were speaking about that, and I hate to keep bringing this up, but I have to. We was talking about the crab in the pot syndrome. We don't have the crab in the pot syndrome here in DC.
I like the way you reverse that.
We don't have that here. We the crab in the pots, man. When we locking on horns because we helping each other. So you just seeing right now 2 of the crabs, Skitta Skat and People to People, Sir Rod. Guess what? We in the pot. We locking horns. Now when you stick your hand down in there and you ain't sticking in there correctly, it might get clamped on or something. And that's not going to be because we trying to hold you down. We trying to pull you in and say, come on, let's get down. Let's make it happen. That's what's happening with Tip TV. And we got some other gentlemen that's getting involved that, we're going to start pushing some names around. Shout out to my man Paul, the connector, who was just in last week on the podcast. He'll be back on, I think he'll be back in on next Wednesday on the 26th, I believe it is. But shout out to him, and shout out to everybody, man, that's out there just making some moves. Shout out to our team. We got Lady Z back on there working the board. We got my man Tim Howard in the house. Tim back in here. Look, let me tell y'all what's getting ready to happen. Y'all getting ready to start seeing some forces going down. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all getting ready to see some changes that you got to get ready for. Guess what? Because the train is expanding, and we get ready to make it happen. So, you know, man, I'm just so proud of you, man, what you're doing. What you got to do is be as aggressive networking with me. Right. I need you. I can honestly say you're one person that always call in, always trying to show support, man, and I appreciate that. Yeah, and then in return.
Yeah, because I understand, you know, you gotta give to get. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support in order for you to get support. So I learned that early. So I try to support as many as people as I can. That way, when, you know, when it's time for me to drop something, that way I can you know, I can have as many as listeners as I can.
Yeah, and this your home, so you ain't. All you got to do is you call in. I don't care what we talking about. We can talk about selling shoes. You call in and say, "Yo, I just dropped a new release. We gonna talk about it."
Right.
So that's what it's all about. So, you know, really, but right now, I mean, your target. Are you trying to really? You want to lock in at home, or are you ready to start going outside?
Both. I'm just, you know. When I make music, I make music, you know, right here. You know, I make sure it feels good here first before I think of anything else. It gotta feel good here, and then once I'm satisfied with that, then wherever it hit, because I want my music to reach people wherever. So it really doesn't matter whether it's here, it's out there. Both is the target. So, but whichever one first, I'm going in first.
You know, another reason I got a lot of respect for you, bro, and I'm gonna tell you. You clean. You're a clean brother, man. You ain't out here really thugging, trying to put off that image like you slinging and you gunning people down. You out here, you showing.
Music is my hustle.
There you go. That's it. And that's what it's all about, man. I love that about you, man. I like that. I even see when you be performing. Your swag is sweet. Mm-hmm. You're respectful. You're respectful to the women. Right, man, that's deep, bro.
Of course. Plus, I try to keep a clean image for the kids. You know, I don't want to put a bad name on the artist out, but you know, there's a lot of kids these days who feels like that other side is the only side in life. That other side is the, you know what I'm saying, making money in the streetway. That's the only route they need to go, or making money, just making money. Period. They thinking money is the end all be all, and you know, I just try to put that image out there. You know, that's not, you know what I'm saying. You got to craft, focus on that. That's gonna bring the money. You got, you know what I'm saying. You got something you know how to do. That's gonna bring the happiness. You know, them times where you feel alone. You know, you ain't got nothing to do. To focus on that craft. You know what I'm saying. To read a book. I didn't like reading when I was younger, but as I'm older now, I ain't got a bookshelf yet, but I got about 10 books now. I just love to read. So it's other things in life that'll make you happy.
Yeah, right. I like that. Yeah, that's a good message. Hey, you know something? I'm doing the same thing. I'm starting to collect books. I got a lot of offers coming through to the studio. They left their books for me to read. Trying to get myself, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That's something here in the United States we was having trouble with. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is something that was really in the black race. We were scared to pick up a book. Mm-hmm. Half the time we were scared to pick up the book because we weren't really knowledgeable about the information in the book. And we have to understand information is power. Exactly. So you know you gotta get a. Hey, can you hear me the white book up there, right there? Yeah. And when I say information is power, I'm gonna give you a prime example. I just had Marja Lee Freeman was on the program a couple days ago, and she has a book called Career Building: How to Stand Out, Get Ahead, and Get Noticed. Right now, reason why that this ain't about her show right now. This ain't about her book, but I'm getting ready to just show you something because something that Skitta just said that I was thought was so powerful. We get to the point where we read. We start to read. So it's things like this that will put us in a position where we'll be able to better ourselves, so we start to educate ourselves on how to move forward. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of things that just happened just now. One, you sent out a positive message. Two, I just promoted Marjorie Lee Freeman book again. Three, I'm also making a public commitment that I have to be committed to support her book, read it, and get the knowledge, right? And I'm making that commitment with myself. So, you know, we in a real good situation where, you know, we make a difference. So definitely, and remember, when I bring the people on here, get the books, get the music. We got Skitta right here, and what we want to do is we want you to start to get his music. We want you to get his music. So, I mean, right now, how do they go about getting you purchasing it?
Oh, first thing, if you got an iPhone, Apple Music, type in Skitta Skat, Skitta, Skat. If you got Spotify, Skitta Skat, it's available on all music platforms. Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, SoundCloud, or anything you can think of. It's available. YouTube, it's available.
And see, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, what we got to do is we got to get out here and do that. You know, so any other artists that you want to do a shout out to that's out there grinding?
Oh, first and foremost, shout out V-Nail. You know, we got good music, good hip hop music coming on. You know, lyrics. You know, back in the day when you used to think about something or just make you just think about, ooh, you hear what he said? You got that type of music coming. Shout out once again the DMV collaborative project we working on. Shout out Samante, Davo, DMV Slight. Shout out Harry. Shout out everybody, man. Everybody in the DMV that's doing their thing for us music. Just keep grinding, man. Don't stop.
And who putting down your tracks?
Beat making or
yeah?
Oh, I get them from different people, but the producer who made Tell Me, his name is DJ Tree Gotti. He's worked with Master P. He's worked with Fed Trail. He's worked with is a rapper name. His name is Lil Pump, but I'm pretty sure y'all probably know. He's probably like for the younger crowd, but he had a major song called Gucci Gucci about I want to say about 2-3 years ago. He produced a track on his album, and he actually made the last song I did, My Tears Fall. So you know, me and him, we got a great chemistry. So you know, I try to stick with him as much as possible.
Again, you gotta make sure you bring these cats in. So when you talk to them, let them know out here at the People podcast at the DMV. We interested in bringing them out here so we can talk. I want it so that we have a collaborative situation. I don't just be a whole hour of them listening to me talk to one person and try to impress them with some conversation. We got to start getting some information on it. That's what's also getting ready to happen in the DMV with what we get ready to do as we move forward with all the production that's getting built. The team is coming together. We got some powerhouse heads coming together. I'm talking about people who've been putting the work in. Now they want to see the results. So we get ready to come together, and it's going to be a powerhouse situation. And let me say this: I'm gonna open up the phones too. If you want to call in, the number is 703-752-6120. 703-752-6120. Call in and ask Skat a couple of questions. Ask him what he's doing. There's a lot of people out there. Also, and I got to take this opportunity to do a shout out to my brother Rev Gotti out in Norfolk, Virginia, in Portsmouth area. You know, I love you, man. He was in a bad accident, and I love you, man. God is good. My brother's still here, and so you know, I'm saying shout out to him. Also, I got to say shout out to my granddaughter's uncle, Devin. He was in a bad accident as well. He's still in the hospital, and we put all praises and honor into God's hands. And we know we already know how He works, and you know He knows best. And we just give honor and praise to Him. So I just wanted to do that, and just and then check this out. Guess what? Today is my granddaughter's birthday, Mila.
Happy birthday, Mila.
Yeah, it's Mila's birthday. My granddaughter turned 14 years old. Mila out there, she probably, I think her mom took her out, her and her friends somewhere to have a good time. And my grandbaby turned 14 years old. I laugh because when she come to the house, she see her grandmother Z. She used to run and jump up on her like she was a little doll baby, and I used to watch her grandmother hold her. Now she bigger than her grandmother. I every now and then I see her, she'll act like she get ready to do it, and her grandmother will say, you bet not. But it's just funny, man, watching them grow. So happy birthday, Mila. I love you from your Lolo. You know how we do, baby. I got you 100%. But again, Skitta Skat, it's all about you today, bro, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything you've been doing. I love the skills you're showing. I like when I see your performance, man. I can't wait to see some of your collaborations and things of that nature. Oh, okay, we got a caller. Hello, caller. State your name and where you calling from.
My name is Wanda Countess. I'm calling from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just want to say congratulations to that young man. He's doing a fantastic job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Also, I'd like to find out the name of the book that you were just talking about.
Yes, ma'am. The name of that book is How to Stand Out, Get Ahead, and Get Noticed. It's
Okay.
career building, and
Okay.
and actually, if you Lady Z, can I get you to switch it to one for me? I got it back up there, and if you go back and you look at you can go to YouTube to go back and see the show where we had Marja Lee Freeman on the show. All the information was on there, where you'll be able to get her book.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Rodney.
I appreciate you calling, and we ask that you continue to support the People podcast, because this is not about me, it's not about you, it's all about us.
We.
You better believe it, since the 80s, right?
You already know. Hey, wait a minute. Wanda.
Yes, it's Wanda.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Wait, my mind was, I was so into just the program right now. I didn't even realize Wanda. Come on, this is my sister. Yeah, I mean that. Look, this is another entrepreneur. When I say my sister, this is my sister from another mother, man.
Right.
And when I tell you, Wanda is doing things. Real quick, Wanda, what you doing down in Florida?
Nothing. I'm just preparing for the Women's Boxing Hall of Fame in October. We'll be in Las Vegas. That's about it. We're just getting ready to induct a new group of women in boxing. That's it.
That's good. Now, Wanda's another one of the soldiers that's been in the army of entrepreneurship for many years. I hope you don't mind me sharing the fact, you used to have a slamming hair salon.
Yes.
You're not doing hair anymore?
No. I've given up the beauty business.
Oh, okay. Well, I shouldn't have. Look, I tried to pull you into the interview. I'm sorry, but
I know. That's right. You give that young man his spot.
I know. I'm just so happy. Thank you, baby, for calling. I love you.
Love you back, and Zena, love you too. Bye.
I love you too.
That's my girl. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, when you get support like that, all the way out of down there in Florida, she's doing her thing. Wanda was the individual up here, man, that we've been grinding for years, man. And she's another person that also showed me about networking.
You got another one.
Hello, caller. State your name and where you calling from.
Yo, it's Don Bond. I just want to call in and show some love to Skat, caller from DC.
Oh,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Much love, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Man, we hanging in there, just sitting in here doing a little conversation. This how we do on People to People, man. We out here trying to support Skitta Skat. He got his new single out, Tell Me. Have you heard it?
Yeah, I love the single.
Thank you.
And I listen to some of his other music also. He's a really good, really good
Thank you.
performer and rapper.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, well, you know, man, this is what I'm talking about in the DMV. We coming together to show love for each other, man, and supporting, man. And, you know, we ask that you also to support the People to People podcast. Go to YouTube, subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. Just a few minutes of your time.
What is this Don from Instagram?
Yeah, Don,
Oh,
the one with the show.
Oh, you gotta get him on. He has his own show. I actually found him through another young lady I used to work with. Her name is Sabria. She's a great singer, but I seen her. She was acting on one of his shows, and that's how I got connected through him. So thank you for all your support, man. I appreciate it, man. But you gotta get him on the show as well.
Hey, so Don, you in the area?
You see?
Yeah, I'm in the area.
So, what I'd like for you to do is, I'm gonna give you my number now, and I want you to give me a call if you would later on tonight or tomorrow, and so I can talk about bringing you in so we can get an interview with you.
Okay, no problem.
So if you can write this number down, it's 703 798 7230. That's 703.
Okay, got it.
You got it?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a call, because I understand you're doing your thing.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing, but I do have a question for Skitta.
Yeah.
Do we have plans for any visuals coming out soon? Because I love the song so much. I just wanted to know if you were planning on doing a music video.
Oh yeah, I definitely have plans on doing it. I have plans on doing a video for my previous song that I put out, My Tears Fall. So I'm gonna do that one first. But as far as the the reception I've been getting back for telling me, that's a must. I have to do a video for that. That's a must. But so that one's definitely coming this year.
Okay, sounds good. Much love to both of you and the People to People podcast, and I'll be in touch.
All right.
All right, my man.
You.
Peace and blessings.
Likewise, take care.
All right. Yeah, this is what we do, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm so pumped up, man. This is what we do here in the DMV. We come together. Oh, we got a hotline going today. Skitta done. Oh, he must have put some numbers out. Hello, caller. State your name and where you calling from.
I'm calling from Washington, D.C.
Oh, my goodness. How you doing, sir?
Peace and blessings, peace and blessings.
I already know who that is. That's Tip TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got the man on the phone. How you doing, Tip?
I'm doing well, but let me say something. Let me say something to Skitta.
Yes.
That tell me, brother, that joint is mega fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I
That's a
appreciate it.
big dragon, brother.
Thank you.
That's breathing fire.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate your words. I definitely do.
Brother, I let some friends of mine listen to that, man, and they were feeling that joint. That joint is on.
Thank you. I appreciate you spreading the word. I appreciate your words. I truly do. That's what keeps me going. Just the positive feedback. Just the words right there. Keep them days where I'm just sitting back at home, like I think of them words, all the compliments I get. That's why I'm doing it, man. Just to feel good. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I tell you, you're among some great people there. Rodney Grimes and Z, they are just absolutely incredible people. And people that are listening to this broadcast, let me tell you something. Rodney and Lady Z are just friendly, and above all, they're
told you, y'all want to definitely get in touch with him. You can contact him through me if necessary. Tip, you still there? Tip. Yeah. So I think we lost him. So if you still there, or somehow or another we lost your connection. All right. I think we lost him. But again, this is what's up. This is what we talking about. And when he called and said that new single is fire, let me tell you something. I was planning while I was working doing the flyer for the promotion, right? And I was in there and I was rocking with it too. And I was like, oh my goodness. I say, yo, he got one. He got one. So I'm telling y'all want to get out there. We want to support this young artist here in the DMV. Tell Me is a hot hit. And we need to be getting out here and we need to have this moving. And the good thing is that it has meaning. It has a purpose. So, we want to be moving in the direction where we want to let Skitta do what he do. I just can't wait till we really be able to get a platform where we can actually see you perform.
Right.
So, right now you don't have nothing lined up real soon?
At this time, not right now. Normally what I do, some certain promoters or certain artists, they'll send me, messages like, hey, you want to come out, open mic. So that's basically what I'm doing to, I see something, big come up. I try to perform from the smallest to the biggest. It don't matter. I just trying to reach the people.
Yeah, well, I feel you. Hey, well, this is what we're going to be doing in the DMV. We're going to be pulling together. We got some things coming up. I can tell you we got a networking event that's going on out here at the intelligence office here in Tyson Corner coming up next month in May. We have a date, but until I can get and collaborate with all the people involved, I'm going to hold off giving the time and the date and the exact information. But it's going to be a networking event that you do not want to miss. Skitta Skat going to be in the house. He's going to be out here. Hopefully we'll be able to get him to perform a little bit of his Tell Me song so people can see the talent of this young brother. It's amazing, we got a hell of a team. The train is building. It's not just the engine and the caboose right now. It's already becoming that we got other pieces falling in. And I'm just so happy, that we making this happen. And we got people coming in from behind the scenes. People who have experience, people who've been grinding. Now what we get ready to do, God is, you know what? We ain't gonna turn this into no sermon, but let me tell you something. When you trust and believe in God, He makes it happen. You understand me? Right when you start to do what you're supposed to do and put it first. And I'm telling you this for rappers, this for singers, this for everybody out there. When you start to put God first, He start to bring everybody you need in your life. And sometimes you got to be prepared to cut off that old baggage so the new baggage can come in. And when I say the new baggage, I shouldn't have said the new baggage, I should have said the new luggage. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is not about me. This is about us here up in the studio. I got Skitta Skat in the house, man. And I'm loving this. Like I said, your Tell Me hit is doing really good. People are talking about it. So it's hitting the streets. So now all you got to do is we got to get that hot video going. Like I said, you get with me when you get a chance. We got to talk about some things, man, to see where I can come in and collaborate with you. Some things I can help you do. I mean, sometimes it's only about just making a phone call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There is nothing wrong with asking for help. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because that's another thing we got to get past down here in the DMV.
Yeah, that's something I truly need to work on. Not even just far as music, but just in life general. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I'm flat broke, I just be somebody might offer me. Now I'm good. I'm good. Somebody, oh, you need something now? I ain't gonna ask them for help because I want to do it. Sometimes I get that that too much pride. I got to do it on my own. I don't feel like a man if I haven't got it on my own yet. So that's something I'm working on right now.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm 62 years old, and every now and then I'd be walking around. I had to ask somebody for $2 today, and guess what? I didn't show no change in my game. I wanted to get this juice out this machine.
Mm-hmm.
I went up and tried to get it with my card. He kept rejecting my card. I was sitting up there. I said, look, I know I got the money on the card, but it wouldn't get to me.
Right.
I went right down and I saw one of my co-workers. I said, yo, my man, can I get $2? I ain't say borrow. I said, can I have? Because I ain't want him to, worry about me have to pay it back. I'll give it to him, but
Right.
we got to get past that pride thing. We got to get where we really come together and help each other and ask for help. And then we got to realize this. In order for you to succeed, bro, sometimes it takes a person like me. I have a studio. So that means every time that you talk to one of these brothers out there that's an artist or promoter or whatever, you need to call me and give me their name. Connect us together. Because what we're going to do is we're going to come together. We're going to build a strong foundation. It's the crab in the pot of the DMV that's moving now. That's what I'm telling
When
you.
you was when you reversed it, that episode, what was his name, Mike?
Yeah.
Shout out Mike. When I seen you reversed it, I got to thinking about, I want to say like about 2 weeks ago, I was at home, with my son, girlfriend, her sister, and we was getting some crabs, and he was like, can I help? We was, I was like, you gotta hold it tight. And as we tried to take one by one out, one was connected to the other, one was connected to the other, and as soon as you said that, it just made me think of that, and I was like, I understand perfectly. You pulled me out, you gotta pull the next one out. The next one out.
Yeah, and then with what's happening now, that's what we talk about. Y'all want to talk about the DC arguing the DMV is the crab in the pot? Hell yeah, it is. Excuse me for being aggressive like that, but yeah, it's the crab in the pot. But guess what? We unifying down here. We locking in. We pulling each other. I'm pulling them. Lock it in. You see that? That's what we doing. We pulling it in. That's the crabs. That's what we doing. And guess what? And when you see it, when he go up, I go up too. That's what's happening. That's what happening with Tip TV. I'm telling you, he part of the crab in the pot. We got people coming out here and moving out. Shout out to all the people out there that's doing this thing out there. All the podcasters. Man, I'm not hating on you. I'm loving on you. And matter of fact, look, and I want to do some supporting to some of the supporters. We got Utopia. It's a foundation that's doing some things to help the homeless, help people get their lives together. Shout out to the founder of Utopia. We got iHelp, and y'all gonna find a lot of times. See, I gotta start writing everything down because I'll be starting getting people names mixed up and everything. And Miss Martin, I know you probably watching and saying, okay, Rodney, get it together. But we got iHelp. This my daughter's foundation, man, that's doing some amazing things. We got Coach Price, Maria Price. She's doing some amazing things, helping people with mental health and getting themselves together. We got the Prophet Katrina. She has new glory. That's a powerful praying woman. We also have where your health is your wealth. The amazing coach, this fitness coach, man, Horace Williams, who is out here helping people get themselves together. Hands in Motion. Shout out to Eric Wilhart and Gwen Pratt Miller. They have Hands in Motions too. The hair salon that might not be for you, and when I say that, when you go there, you got to be correct, because they be doing their thing over there. Their hands be in motion. They be doing their thing, and and just we got a lot of people, man, that if I'm not calling you out, don't take it personal. You see them on the flyers. Beth Creations Baskets. Beth is another sponsor, man. They're always doing things for the community, for the podcast, for the people podcast. We got the Good Fight. Demetrius. Did I say that right? Demetrius. Demetria. She gonna get the Good Fight. Stat DC. Tanya, we just, it's people out there, man, just doing their thing, and I just want to say, and always shout out to the godmother, Queen Rachel. Shout out to Tracy Clark, one of my dear friends who pray for us on a regular basis. And we just want to say, we appreciate you. Don't forget about the X39 patch. Miss Kimberly Harkey, who is pushing that. She's giving out some powerful information in the area. You got some problems with healing. You definitely want to get some information about the X39 patch. A Good Man clothing line. And also shout out to Steph Marie. I call her the Queen of Poetry, man. She don't like that title, but I give it to her anyway. She another one we got coming up. And this is my commercial time, so that's what I'm doing. I saw my producer over there. She was over there looking at the clock, and she looking back at me, kind of like saying, "Don't forget Skitta Skat sitting in the chair." But we showing the love. Don't forget about Man in the Mirror every last Thursday of the month. And guess who I got now? Check this out, and you need to pay attention to this because I got one of the heavy hitters of music. Steve Thurman, he's coming in here Wednesday. Okay. Steve has his own record label. He's also in the group Step 4. He's an entrepreneur. He's a community activist. Steve been in the music business for a long time. He has his own label. He's doing some powerful stuff. So he'll be in here Wednesday. So all y'all need to tune in on that as well. And I cannot leave out my brother Pinky Slade. Who is another brother, man, brother from another mother. I love him, man. This brother is another person who just constantly give us support from all ends. And if there's anybody out there that I didn't mention, please don't get upset with me because it's not intentionally. Shout out to Mark Durrett, Black in the City clothing line. We got a comment. Give it to me. What is it?
Tip. He says, how did you get into the music industry? What music artist inspired you most and why or how?
So, I got into the music industry, how I got started performing, stepping on stage. Spotify, Apple Music. Ask yourself,
There you go.
feel that? Will they feel that for yours?
Well, you know
And
what?
you can also get in contact with me through social media, Instagram, SKITTA_SKAT, Facebook, SKITTA_SKAT, Twitter, Skitta Skat, YouTube, Skitta Skat. You find my music on all streaming download platforms. Any musical platform you got, Skitta Skat's there.
All right, and excuse us for that brief blackout. Actually, that was something coming through StreamYard. They had a technical difficulty, and so anyway, it popped back in, and these things happen. But you know, and I sometimes when things like this happen, it just bring me to the point where I think about God. You know, as we move forward, and I'm saying this to you as a rapper, not all the time you're gonna get the support. Not all of the time you're gonna write a hit, but you gotta stay consistent, and you got to put it in your mind that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know, and if you're doing it and you love it, then you gotta keep on moving. You know, and just keep God in the midst of it. But also get to the point where you continue to network. That's what this is all about. I'm so happy and I'm proud of where we're going. Thank you to everybody that's been contributing to moving in, helping us to move forward. Again, this is a powerful opportunity for us. I got my man Tim in the house right now. He's sitting here, just you know. He's showing some dedication. His brother came all the way out just to see what's going on, so he can help us move forward. We have one of our directors, Hanadi. She's one of the directors that help to manage things. She stopped in to make sure things are going. Lady Z. Then we got Skitta Skat in the house. You know, all I can say. And then not only that, then we got Tip himself. Tip TV, the owner, producer, he calls in, he's checking in, he's, you know, we doing. This is a collaboration. And, you know, it's many people out there going to see this, and sometimes you're going to look and see us have these ups and downs. But don't criticize us, just come and push us up, help us, support us. Because we're not out here selling dope, we selling hope. We out here showing people that we care about you. We community-based, and this is what I love. Skitta Skat, man, I'm so proud of you, man. Now I just want to show y'all how hot he is, right? I know you got to go here and spit something for me a little bit. Just go and just sit in your chair, just kind of like what you do when you just kicking it. Come on, show me something.
I said, man, somebody post something, thinking about the days when my brothers are getting and spit it, let each other hold something, like a double barrel sawed off, but the ground 24/7, no call off. Pull straight, cause I'm at the point where I'm looking in the eyes of the man in the mirror. Can it get any clear? Never fear when you know the real reason why you're supposed to be here. It's supposed to be clear, and I'm a mashing with my foot up on the gas hand. People tired of the struggle. That matter when you make a point valid, I've been valid.
Come on, man. And that's what you're talking about when you're a rapper. See, you can do that. And so, you know, I love it. And Lady Z, you leaving me hanging there. So, yo, this is what we do. You know, we make it happen. We get ready to shut it down. Now, I messed up a little bit. She messed up a little bit. Now she over there covering her face up. I wish I could switch the camera on it real quick so y'all can see over there, you know. But, hey, let me tell you something. God is good. Not all the time everything's going to be perfect. But guess what? It's all about the effort.
Right.
And that's what's all that counts. So remember, you know, for you out there, if you're struggling to do anything, Don't get mad when you fall down. It's not how you fall, it's how you get up. You know, you want to remember, it's your funeral. You don't want to say, how did he die or how did she die? You want to say, how did she live? How did he live? When you out here trying to see people trying to move forward, take the opportunity to give them a blessing, a smile, and encourage them to move forward. When you see your children mess up, don't yell at them and beat them. Teach them. Sit down and talk to them. Ask them why they did what they did. Get them so that they can understand that, you know, we all make mistakes. You know, somebody was telling me that their parents used to wait for them to do something wrong so that they could yell at them. And he said, when he was telling me that, I thought about it, how many parents do that? Know that they get ready to mess up, instead of going over there and just grabbing them and saying, hey, don't do that, or let me show you. They want to punish them. Don't punish them for everything. Because you know something, if we got punished for everything we did wrong, man, we'd be some hurt individuals. So that's my message to you today as we go out. I got Skitta Skat in the house, man, and I just love you. And if Lady Z can go switch it back to 2 for me, she must be hungry or something, because she...
I was reading a message. Slade said he tried calling several times.
Tell Slade to call now. I don't know why it ain't working. Tell Slade to call on there. Slade, if you there, call, bro. Because we can hold it. We can hold it open for you. Call on in that number. You know that number, 703-752-6120. Call on in there, brother Slade. You know, I'm gonna see if that phone gonna ring. I'm gonna see, because I know that man. He know music. Mm-hmm. He one of the music guru of DMV as well. But again, like I said, I was just trying to give y'all a little bit of love before we roll out. Skitta Skat, man, you're always welcome here, man, and I appreciate you so much, man, for coming. So, you know, there's nothing but love.
Maria Hughes says, awesome. I'm just trying to read some of the comments. Gerald McCoy said, peace and blessings to the People to People podcast.
Brother Gerald, much love, much respect.
And Demetria is on. Demetria is here.
All right, tell him, hey, that's the good fight. Good fights in the house. Hey, we love all of y'all. You know, we doing what we do. All I can just tell y'all, stand by, because the train is coming.
And Rachel Pope as well.
Huh?
Rachel Pope as well.
And the Queen Rachel. All right. So, you know, baby, you gonna have to, Demetrius, man, just again tell them how they can get your music so I can switch up out of here, because I don't know, everybody's moving in a different direction right now. Lady Z, it's about time for me to come out, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're gonna have to switch it so I can switch the music. Oh my God. So talk to him.
Okay. Once again, y'all, you know, social media. If you on Instagram, SKITTA_SKAT, Skitta Skat. Facebook, the same thing. YouTube, Skitta Skat. Once again, I want to give a shout out to my big brother V-Nail, G Riders. I want to give a shout out to Tree Gotti for producing that amazing track for me. I want to give a shout out to the team, Adventures Music, that's Dex Diamond, Chris Gotti. Also want to give a shout out to my uncle, man. Keep fighting. We here for you. See you later.
It's the people podcast of the DMV. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about we and God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z, PTP.
Turn my mind around. That's what we do when we're getting it in, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But I'm really proud of it, man. The DMV get ready to make the move. And the crabs in the pot, man. The fire went out up under. See, so it can't cook us down. Now, we start the whole door and build, locking in. So that's so, much respect.
Every Friday night, every Monday night, every Wednesday night, every Friday night, every Monday night, every Wednesday night.
Positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people, PTP. when I talk and everybody listening, we going. I tell you this quick, don't you know that I'm blowing? Talking about that mind, get that rhyme. Tell me this is not when you gonna take that time. I tell you, listen to me when the DC get the moving, and everybody talking to the brother get the grooving. You listen to my trap, you talk about that rap attack, and then you talk about it coming back. I tell you just a little bit when I turn the hat around. Talk about brother Rodney start to get on down. Listen to me when I start to get my flow. I tell you this is something got to let you balance know. And don't take me for light, don't take me in wrong. Just listen to me when I come up with my own song. Everybody hear me when it's PT in the house. I tell you this is when we gonna turn it out. PTP, baby.